If you're feeling confused by all of the information about returning to hybrid learning, here's a guide for families to help you feel a little more confident about the metrics and when students might be able to return to hybrid learning. This information will help you understand the Loudoun County School Board adopted policy regarding implementation of distance and hybrid learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Decisions will be based upon metrics that include 2 core indicators established by the Centers for Disease Control and implementation of LCPS school-based mitigation strategies. The first core indicator is the total number of new cases per 100,000 persons within the last 14 days in Loudoun County. The highest risk level is reached when this core indicator exceeds 200 new cases in a 14-day period in Loudoun County, according to the Centers for Disease Control. In this example, the total number of cases is 608.6 over a 14-day period. The second core indicator is the percentage of positive COVID-19 tests during the last 14 days in Loudoun County. The highest risk level is reached when this core indicator exceeds 10%, according to the Centers for Disease Control. In this example, the percentage of positive tests is 16.1% during the last 14 days. When both of these indicators are at the highest level for 5 days, including weekends and holidays in Loudoun County, all LCPS students will return to 100% distance learning. It is important to note that initially the approved plan was based on 5 consecutive work days. However, the school board adjusted the plan, which now calculates metrics over 5 consecutive days, including weekends and holidays. Details about how core indicator metrics are calculated can be found on the Centers for Disease Control website and on the Loudoun County Public Schools website. In order to return to hybrid instruction, for students and families who selected hybrid instruction, only one of the core indicators must fall below the highest risk level and must remain below for 5 consecutive days. This example shows the percentage of positive tests has fallen below 10% over a 14-day period. This allows students who selected option 1, hybrid, to return for in-person learning on their assigned days. During hybrid learning, this transmission risk matrix guides decision-making related to in-person learning for those students who selected option 1, hybrid learning. The risk for transmission is low when metrics support in-person learning for all students in stages 1 through 4, and mitigation strategies are in full effect. The risk for transmission is medium when metrics support in-person learning for all students in stages 1 through 4, but some classrooms, schools, or clusters are in temporary distance learning, or when metrics support in-person learning for students in stages 1 through 2, and schools and clusters may be in temporary 100% distance learning. This indicates that mitigation needs improvement. The risk for transmission is high when metrics support in-person learning for all students in stages 1 through 4, but some classrooms, schools, or clusters are in temporary distance learning, or when metrics support in-person learning for students in stages 1 through 2, and some schools and clusters may be in temporary 100% distance learning, or during temporary 100% distance learning for all students. At this level, mitigation needs significant improvement. There are 5 key COVID-19 mitigation strategies that are in place to minimize transmission. Mitigation strategies are monitored daily in all LCPS work sites and during in-person learning. Health mitigation monitors are assigned to all work sites. Health mitigation monitors support implementation of mitigation strategies and collect data each workday. Data collection includes completion of daily health screenings and maintenance of signage. The Virginia Occupational Safety and Health Program requires LCPS to notify all LCPS staff members of positive cases of COVID-19 reported at work sites. If necessary, the Loudoun County Health Department, with support from LCPS, We'll conduct contact tracing and notify individual employees if additional action, such as quarantine or isolation, is warranted. For the purposes of contact tracing, Loudoun County Health Department identifies and communicates with individuals who have been within 6 feet of a person who tests positive for the virus for 15 minutes or more, starting from 48 hours before symptom onset. Affected areas of the facilities listed will be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected, and the worksite remains open and operational. LCPS also provides up-to-date information to the public about positive cases of COVID-19 involving students. The Loudoun County School Board adopted a policy to manage transmission of COVID-19 during hybrid learning. Please note that this policy addresses action that will be taken regardless of the COVID-19 indicator metrics. The policy addresses transmission that may occur at the classroom level, school level, high school cluster level, or division level. When COVID-19 indicator metrics allow for in-person learning and any of the following transmission scenarios occur, the described action will be taken. If there are 3 or more linked positive cases in a single classroom during a 10-day period, the class will convert to distance learning for 14 calendar days upon notification of the 3rd positive case. If there are 3 or more separate transmission incidents in the same school during a 10-day period, the entire school will convert to distance learning for 14 calendar days or longer in consultation with the Loudoun County Health Department upon notification of the 3rd transmission incident. If there is an elementary, middle, and high school in a single high school cluster, all schools within the cluster will convert to distance learning for 14 calendar days or longer in consultation with the Loudoun County Health Department. And if 5 or more high school clusters have converted to distance learning due to transmission, all Loudoun County Public Schools will convert to distance learning for 14 calendar days or longer in consultation with the Loudoun County Health Department. To further help families monitor LCPS COVID-19 case data, information is available to the public on the Loudoun County Public Schools website. We hope this information helps your family prepare and manage your child's learning during the COVID-19 pandemic.